my loves, I hope you've been having a great week. Today's video is a 1-year baby update. I have all the feels. There has been a lot of changes from when he was a 1-month-old to now being almost 13 months old, actually, as I'm putting this video together and showing it to you guys. One of the things that made motherhood so easy was that Carter was sleeping through the night up until about 9 months. At 9 months, he started waking up multiple times a night, just screaming. I think this is when he started having night terrors, teething. I don't know if they have growing pains, but if growing pains is a factor for babies, I'm sure that is it, because he grows way too stinking fast. Carter also sleeps in his own room. I'm actually in his room right now, and I had just moved his bed off to the side so I could film this video in just a nostalgic spot. But we do Montessori sleeping, so that means that his crib mattress goes on the floor, and he has a couple of toys and books out, things that he can play with in the middle of the night if he wakes up that we don't have to constantly watch over. At our 12 months checkup, Carter was approximately 34 inches long and he weighed about 26 pounds, which is crazy because he's no longer in the 100th percentile, but he's still a very big child. He is in the 97th percentile now, wearing size 5 shoes and sizes 18 to 2T in clothing. In pants, it's usually about 18 months, and then in tops, he can wear anything from 24 months to 2T. Carter is eating 3 meals a day and probably has like 6 snacks. I don't know, I'm probably exaggerating, but he eats a lot of food. He is completely off of formula and he drinks about, I would say, 9 to 18 ounces of whole milk every day. At the moment, his favorite food is blueberries, chicken, grapes, and I would say bell peppers. Not only does he have full scale of a room when he is crawling, but he has learned how to walk and is walking. We don't really give him any assistance in the home, but when we are outside and there's concrete, we definitely give him a little bit more assistance because he is still pretty clumsy. Though, given the circumstances, he is trying to run now, which is actually really cute because he'll try to run from the dog when he thinks the dog is chasing him, and then he'll get maybe 2 or 3 steps in before he falls on his face. And he doesn't cry, he just kind of giggles and gets back up. On top of that, he has been learning words. For a little bit now, he's been able to say mom and dad, well, more like mommy and dada. He likes to call his father Papa though. I'm not sure where he got that, but it is super cute. He's been saying those words since about, I want to say 10 months, but he does know, I would say, 4 or 5 words today, and you can see him kind of comprehending when you're speaking to him and like mouthing what you're saying. He's trying really hard to speak and speak in sentences, but it's just coming out in gibberish. On top of mom and dad, we have hi. We have dog. He said blippy at one point. There are a couple other words that I can't think of at the moment that he'll just randomly say, or that he'll copy you as like a one-off type thing but not be able to say it again. He absolutely loves reading books at this stage. For a while there, it was kind of hard to read to him because he wouldn't pay attention, or he would just take the book from you and throw it. I don't know, he just loved to do that. But now he really likes books. We read about 1 to 2 books every single night. For some reason though, we are in the stage where he hates bath time, especially if he gets in there when the water is running, or if we introduce something new while he's already in the bath, like bubbles or a moving toy. it scares him, and I'm not sure why, because he likes these things outside of the bath, but when he gets in the bath he doesn't like it. We can't really give him baths towards the end of the night anymore because he does get really tired and cranky and will just cry at that point too. So baths have been a little bit difficult, but we are working on making baths more comfortable for him. He also has a favorite stuffy and blankie. We've had this blanket since the baby shower. I'm not sure who gave it to us or where it came from. I do know we got it at the baby shower, but the funny story about the little stuffy that he has, the dog, we call it Spark, that's just what it says on the name tag, is we were at Walmart and I was looking at a couple of like those fidget pop toys. He had really liked them when he was at his grandma's house. I pulled the cart to the side next to the aisle so people could get through if they were coming by, and I was looking at them, and as I was looking at them, he just starts giggling, like laughing out of his mind, and I look over and he has these two stuffed animal dogs in his hand. One was like the gray one he has now, and one was a golden retriever. He was just laughing and playing with them and loved them so much. Plus it was only $5. Said, why not? I'll get it for you. You seem to really enjoy it. Maybe that will be your thing. And I let him pick out of the two that he had taken off the shelf, and we put the golden retriever back. I actually regret not getting two of the one that he has now, and I think we'll have to go back and see if they have more, because the wear and tear on that thing it's getting to the point where it just kind of flops around. It used to be stiff and now it flops around, so we'll have to work on that, because if we don't have that, I think that's going to be an issue, especially when we try to wean him off his binky. He is pointing at everything, especially trees. He really loves trees, and he makes like motorcycle noises, and he'll like point at cars and motorcycles, and will name everything that he points at. Definitely are in like that toddler stage. I feel like a week within turning 1, his personality just did a completely 180. He was like a whole human being toddler at this point, and I was completely shocked, and his range of emotions are just so intense sometimes. It's hard for me not to laugh, because like the self-defense mechanisms kick in and I just start laughing, and then I'm crying, and then I'm like, I just can't do this right now. So it's definitely amazing that I have his father to help me with this, especially when he's feeling that way and I'm able to take Carter off his hands. It's just easier. Carter can now follow some directions if he wants to, and he can perform simple tasks like putting shapes inside holes, like a heart into a heart-shaped hole or a circle into a circle hole. He definitely likes to put things inside of things as well. Today, actually, I had just thrown away his dirty diaper, came back into the living room where he's playing, and he just sits up and he goes like this, like, I'm trying to reenact this. You know, he reaches his little hand up, and I'm like, oh, you want me to take your hand? So I grab his hand, he grabs me, and he just starts walking, and he leads me into the kitchen. And at that point, I was like, oh, okay, you need breakfast. You're hungry, of course. Like, we were going to have breakfast. It was a little bit early at this point because he got up super early this morning, so I wasn't expecting him to eat breakfast yet. He usually just chills for a minute. He gave me the cue to hold his hand, walk with him to the kitchen, and then pointed out that he was hungry. I'm super happy with his development and skills. He also loves pressing buttons. He uses a spoon and fork to eat, however, he doesn't really like to. He definitely prefers using his fingers over a fork or spoon, and I would say he can use a fork a little bit better than he can with a spoon. He'll hand you objects when you ask him nicely, and he does nod yes or no to questions, especially asking if you're all done or are you tired. One thing that is super cute though is we FaceTime his grandma all the time, and he loves like seeing her and interacting with her on the phone, or even just talking to people on the phone, regardless if there is FaceTime. Sometimes he'll come up to you and he'll go, ah? And you go, hello? Hello? Are you there? And he like talks into his hand. Or he'll come up to you and he will grab a phone and he'll put it up to his ear and go, ah? Ah? At that point, if we can call someone for him to talk to, we will do that. Otherwise, he hands you the phone and you take it and you say, hello? Hello? oh, you want to talk to Carter, and you give him back the phone. It's super cute. Honestly, this whole year has been crazy. I really didn't think it would go by this fast. I knew it was going to be really fast, but not this fast. I'm just super excited to see where life takes us. I'm super excited for the coming year, especially with his new developments. We can definitely do a lot more fun things outside of the house. That is the end of the 1 year baby update. I hope you found some of this amusing, cute, or helpful for your everyday life, and I hope to see you in the next video.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I